Hello, everyone, and a very warm good evening to all of you. Welcome to Season of Agents, a virtual event dedicated to exploring the dynamic world of intelligent agents, automation, and the future of AI powered productivity. Today, I am joined by Vandit Pandya, sir, who is an Azure DevOps engineer at Infotections, and he will be taking over the session on Season of Agents. The floor is all yours, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot. So I'm really very happy to again on this stage. So yeah, let me thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Also for giving this introduction. So hey folks, my name is Vandit Pandya. I'm currently working as a DevOps engineer at Infotection. uh, Apart from that, I'm being part of a community, in a Microsoft community as well as in the Cloud Native community. So I'm the Azure developer lead for the Vadodara chapter. I'm also a Cloud Native Computing Foundation chapter lead for Vadodara. So hosting a cloud and cloud native both event, right? So breaking down the Microsoft initiative and running it local and all those things. So I've been doing those things from last 2.5 years. So yeah, but it's such an honor to come back to again this platform and doing this thing. So yeah, without wasting the time, let me quickly start presenting my screen. Cool. Great. Okay, so I hope my screen is visible now. Okay. Just a second, I'm sharing my full screen. Probably few tab are not coming. Okay, let me know once my screen is visible. Good, great. Okay, fine. So basically, in the today's session, we're going to see and look for the AI agentic model. Okay, how can we build? How can we deploy? How can we use? Also, we'll also touch upon the few things on the enterprise level. Okay, so because at the end of the day, whatever we build, right, if there is a something real time business use case or something we are solving, right, then it is something to do or build a product, right? Not just like a for a fun weekend product we are building out. No, if it is something we are contributing to the community, we are also able to contribute to the real time problem, right? Then there's something that whatever we learn, right, that's something I believe in, right? Because whatever learning we do have, right, let's implement in a right way to just get all those things done, right? So that's it. So basically, today I'm going to talk about the basically Azure AI Foundry. Okay, so previously that was known by the AI Studio. Recently, it rebranded with the Azure AI Foundry. Okay, so we're going to look into that part. You can consider this session as a very beginner session, right? You will going to see what the AI Foundries look like, what all the module are there, how can we use. If you are a student, if you are a working professional, or you are a pro in this field, right? How can we use it, right? For the first time who just getting started with the Azure, how they can also able to learn, right? So here it's also applicable to all the people, whether it is a industry pro person or a just beginner or a just a student, right? It's not something like that you only have to come from a technical background only, right? Be non-techy, you can also become a, right, create a code, right, create a model and use it. Fine. So, without wasting the time, let's get started with the thing. So, basically, let's start with the first AI founder, right? What Microsoft says. So, if you would like to understand that thing, what AI founder is, so I understand that thing in a basically in a three word. Okay, so AI founder is a platform which gives you capability to create a agent or a model, deploy a model and manage a model. Okay, so you can create your own things. Okay, so creation is there, then you can also able to deploy. It's not just like, okay, you created it, after the deployment you need to just go to the other platform, or maybe you need to use other services. No, in the same portal, same experience, you're going to see all those things. After you deployed it, you need to be something guardrail for a same, right? How those things will be look like to the other people, what all restriction I want like to put, right? All those things will be the available there. Okay, so that's something about the what my understanding is. Okay, now let's see what Microsoft is says. Okay, so AI Foundry is all about you can customize, host, or run, manage AI driven application, and you can also connect those application with the different code, different services. Also, you can connect with the current experience as well, right? So, Visual, you can connect with the GitHub, Visual Studio, Copilot Studio, and you can build your own APIs as well. Okay, so that's something it. Now, it's very simpler to set up, not just like you need to have the few credits, or you need to go to the bunch of different things, you need to set up something. No, in a one single portal you're going to see all those things, you're going to understand all those things, right? So it's very simple to get started with, right? So you can quickly start with the there is a more than 200 plus enterprise app services are available, right? You can use, you can manage things with it. Okay, and many models are there, right? You can think of, if any model is available in AI Founder, you're going to 110% see those things. Okay, also if you are a something developer coming from a coding background, right, you can also use the SDKs, right? So with the SDKs you can also build your agentic framework and autonomous agent using the code as well, right? So that's something. Also whatever things we going to look into, right, all are come with the best industry practices and whatever industry is currently looking for. Okay, so you can see multiple, right, recognize logos are there, right? So you can have a multiple model from these big companies, right? Or open source model, you can think of Hugging Face, Meta, Llama, many things. Okay, now let's suppose if you like deploy the solution, deploy the application, but how come you get to know, hey, where my application is currently failing, or what things that I need to quick start with, or whatever things that currently I'm lagging, right? How the my application is currently working. Then the coming with those monitoring part, right? So you can get monitoring inherently, right? You do not need to add the multiple uh, like just bits and pieces to it, right? Once you do create a hub, create a project, automatically AI Founder will be in the behind the scenes create all the resources for it. Will create a storage account, it will create a key vault, it will create a any compute thing, it will create a VM as well. You can host that model on a VM as well if you want to host. No, I want to go with the serverless, I want to host it on Azure function, I want to host it on some other function. You can also do it that thing, right? In another Azure function you can also go with the multiple uh, service plan, right? You can go with the premium SKU, you can go with the basic SKU. You just thought, hey, I just want to pay for the whatever time I use, right? That's the main thing. So you can go with the dynamic one, right? If you just use the application for a 10 minute or a particular number of call, you're going to charge for that only thing. Okay, so definitely inherently you will get all the monitoring metrics, all those things, right? Basically, it also built-in safeties are there, right? So that's where safety in the both the term, in the access level as well, also the guardrails as well. That as it is a AI, it does not understand much a lot, right? So sometimes it also people can do a jailbreaking thing, right, to prevent that thing, and make it in a more giving the user a more uh, good environment, right? Not just like we don't want our agent to be a very harsh. If someone say, hey, this was a something incident happened to me, and the agent is saying, ha, you are a perfect, you are a perfect person, yeah, that is something for you, right? It has to be performed, right? No, nothing like that. If someone is telling, let's suppose if you are building a any medical chatbot, right, to just help with the person, and someone say, hey, I am suffering from this thing, right? And the AI is a, yeah, you are a perfect person to, right? And you are a xyz blah blah blah, many things it says against that person. The person is already emotionally down, right? And if you are doing that thing, that's really not good thing, right? So whenever whatever your use case is, the industry you are tackling, right? So accordingly that your system also should be performed on a such a way that it can understand those things, it can work accordingly, right? So those safeties are also there in the access level as well, in the very mature things of AI as well. Both the things you're going to see over here. Okay, compliance as well, right? So maybe if there is any data, maybe the profile uploading, document uploading, right? The basis of the sensitivity label, does it internal, external, company external, or a private, how it is, it will going to prevent your security on the first priority, right? So definitely that will be there. And as always, it will be industry ready, right? You can see it coming from the Llama, OpenAI, multiple model, not just like it is just giving you platform to only work with the AI. No, you're going to also get understanding with the fabric as well. You can work with the SharePoint as well. You can also ingest the data from the Bing, right? So it's not just like it is a something in a silos. Your application is working. No, you can add external data sources as well from which the data will going to come. Okay, so that's something about. Now let's suppose you already have application, you want to turn it in the AI one, or a AI enabled, or a AI assisted. How can you do it? You can do it whatever it is available, whatever function app, web app, storage account, SQL database, whatever it is, you can come to that thing, fetch the data, put the data, attach with it. Let's suppose your application is already there, just add the SDKs, the whatever it is available, whatever agentic help do you want, right? You can just add those things, and you're automatically your application become an AI one, right? So not just like you need to create, if there is a something that in the your application you want to add a AI, it's not something like you need to create from a zero. No, it can help you out. There will be a ways, right? So we're going to touch upon those things as well. Or in the other condition, you want to start application from zero, just from the development, but you just don't want to start from a zero, that hey, I want to write a code from the very beginning. I just want a base template or a boilerplate kind of thing, base module, right? What general people are using. I just want to get kick start with from that thing. So that's all also available, so we're also going to touch upon those things. Okay, and it's also well equipped with the function, right? Let's suppose a logic app or a function app or any other kind of trigger base, or a those event driven function, right? You can also utilize those things, right? It's not something like the platform is created just to do a one thing. You can do a multiple thing, right? I consider these things as a platform, as platform, right? So on top of this thing, you can create a multiple platform as well, right? So that's it. Yeah. So let's suppose we were discussing on the, let's suppose if someone would like to start with that thing, that hey, I just want to go with the very basic template of creating it, right? So let's suppose Azure AI starter. Okay. So Azure AI starter will be same thing, considering, right? It will give you the capability that hey, you can clone it, use it, right? Let's suppose you want to create some application, and let's suppose take it as you want to create in a Python, right? This is the base template for you. Okay, so you can see the language is Python, the model is ChatGPT 4, sorry, GPT-4 mini, right? So you can think of it something you're going to use for a particular use case, not just like a ChatGPT kind of thing. ChatGPT can also answer a whole bunch of thing, right? It will be there, this you're going to use a very lightweight model to use it at your local, right? Local. So how the architectures currently look like, this is something architecture. What all service you're going to use? You're going to use a container app, you're going to use OpenAI service, Azure AI Search, AI Foundry, Key Vault, right? And AI service. You can think here is a combination of both the thing. Here is the AI is available, here is also external things are available. Let's suppose You can take advantage from OpenAI as well. You can take advantage from Azure AI search as well, right? Not just like you can take it from only the one environment. Also, you can make it a containerized as well. Let's suppose you want to collaborate, you want to share it with the team, or you want to deploy it very quickly instead of looking at the what the OS is, what the platform is. No underlying things. You just need to deploy. You can deploy it. That's once your container is ready, you just need to ship it, right? And as always, make a solution industry grade. So that was the keyword will be that no any keyword, no any secret will going to store it in a code. No, everything will become from a keyword. Make it a secure, so maybe we can easily ship it to the right uh, uh industry scale application. Fine. So that's something. So very different other options are also available. You can go to the starter one, and you can find, right, multiple things are there. You can find that thing, hey, how it is look like, what all things will be there, right? So you can think of, and the multiple things are there, not just like in a Java or not on a Python. It's available in a multiple language. You can think of .NET, Java, TypeScript, Python, right? Many things are there. You just want to use any particular model, right? You can select that model as well, or you want to just use, hey, I just only want to use a Pine, right? Or I only want to use the Postgres, right? So I just click on a Postgres, and it will only going to show me the whatever it's available, right? Series of 2 is available, right? Maybe I can create a rag out of it, or maybe Java enterprise application I can create, right? So something like that. Now let's get started to build the thing. Okay, so I'm just doing thing.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for this insightful session.
Yeah, I'm just sharing the demo as well, right? So we can
Okay.
quickly yeah, let me
Sure.
know once my screen is visible. Yeah, it's visible, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we'll going quickly start with this particular thing. So the now let's get started with the demo first. Okay, so you just need to go to the ai.azure.com, right? And you're going to land into this particular website. If you are a first time, you just there will be a button called login. Just you need to click on a login, and it will log into this portal. So what is the prerequisite, right? So consider you just need once Azure account. Free Azure account will also going to work. If you are a student, you can take benefit of Azure for students. If you are working professional, just get start with the first $200 free credit, right? And 12 months of free multiple services, right? You can take benefit of that thing. Only the main thing is you need a active Azure subscription, whether it is a pay as you go, whether it is a sponsored one, whether it is a Visual Studio subscription, whether it is any subscription, but your subscription should be activate first thing, and you are a part of that subscription, right? So basically it's not something like you are a radar access. No, you need some access via which you can create a things. Maybe you can think of a contributor access, right? Contributor will be very less privileged, because maybe via that you can create a things and do the other part. Okay, so that's about it. So basically you can just jump into ai.azure.com. You just want only the ones active subscription with the contributor or owner access. Okay, so before we get started with all those things, let first create the project as well, right? So project is what? Project is just a logical way, a container kind of thing, right? In which you're able to define your project. Okay, this will be okay. You can think of that thing as a one container, as I mentioned, right? In under that, you can think of my multiple project will be there, and hub is a one thing. Under that, multiple project can be there, and one project only can be mapped with the one container. One container or one hub. Okay, let me refresh this screen. Okay, the project name is this. Let me change this project name to mm, okay. Okay. Now it will tell me, hey, this will be automatically going to be created. If something like, hey, I don't know, no, I want to change something. You can click on a customize. Okay, I just don't know. I want to have a name as hub, as this is a hub. I'm going to create a hub. Blue dot. Okay, fine. What's here? It is, yeah. Sure. I just want to create a new resource group. I want to make it as a RG blue dot. Fine. You can pick as new whatever is available. Let's suppose for me the two few are available, but I don't want to use that thing. Right. So that's particular what geographic location I want to use the UK. So UK, you can look for UK. Let's pick up UK South. Okay. Container sorry, connect AI service or open AI service. Let's give it whatever name is available. Fine. Connect with the Azure search. For now, I don't want to create any Azure search. I'm just keeping that thing. Okay. So now the name was a predefined thing, but I changed. We can able to change the thing, right? So I want to I created a hub. I created a project. Let's create it now. Okay, so what it will going to create? It will going to create a AI project for me, one AI hub for me, one AI service for me, storage account as well, and keyword, right? Whatever we seen in the other one, same thing here. It will be there. Fine. So this is that. Until this is creating a project, let's go to the different page and see what all things are available for us. Okay. So basically, what all things you can do here? Okay, one thing can be once your project can be created, you can use that thing to develop a solution out of it, right? So maybe you can use a SDK and you can develop a solution. Second, you can use the inherent portal experience. Okay, and from which you can use a multiple model, you can deploy that model, right? But deploying all those things, doing all those things, first you need to have a hub and the project. Okay, hub is a something, as I mentioned, the external layer. Out of that, the under that the project will be there, a smaller case. Under a project, you're going to deploy a model or multiple things, right? So we're going to also look for the deployment, how the deployment and other things look like. Okay, but this is a the quick start things for us. Okay, so once you log into this thing, it will automatically help you out with that thing. First you need to log in with the account, then you need active subscription, then you can deploy the model as well, and then you can explore a playground as well, right? I think this may sometime till then. Let's look for the other thing. Okay, so this is the model catalog. Okay, maybe it will take some time to load. So yeah, I don't know hell. Let me remove this. Okay, so as per your need, okay, you can pick up a model, you can do the things. Okay, let's suppose you want to do that. Oh, hey, I only want to use a model which is developed or created by Microsoft, so you can pick that thing. Okay, maybe everybody, maybe if someone just in a AI space, I hope everybody heard the Hugging Face, right? So Hugging Face is also available, and in fact it is a one of the uh, provider. The provider have a multiple model, right? So you can think of more than 1000 model are available. Okay, so you can pick up that thing, you can use that thing. right? And different model and different providers are also available, not some it is coming from one, no, it is coming from multiple one. So maybe you want to use AI 21 lab or a Nvidia or a Meta or a Microsoft Azure OpenAI service, whatever it is, you can use it. Okay, that's something about the model. Let's suppose if you are want to use it in a particular industry, so industry specific things will be there. So inherently all those industry rules regulation will also going to come upon here, right? So that's things you can think of in a such a way. Now let's suppose you want to use that thing for the what purpose. Okay, so let me remove this thing. Yeah. So you want to use for a what purpose? You want for a assistant or you want an agent. Okay, so you can pick anyone and you can use accordingly. Now there is an option of deployment, right? So if once you start with the deployment, two options will be available: managed compute and serverless API. So managed compute will be something for you, that in that case you're going to manage a compute. Fine, you will be responsible for all the underlying infrastructure, all the compute. Maybe if you want to use a serverless thing, right, maybe a function app, or maybe the I just want end key, I just want end URL, I just want end point, and I'm going to consume that thing, right? So many models are available, many things are available. You just need to pick a things, you just need to understand what's your use case is, what all something relevant to you, and you can pick up that thing, right? Now inference task, what all things you want to do, what all task you want agent to be done or assistant to be done, right? Let's suppose it's text summarization. Let's suppose I want to do a text summarization. Okay, so once I click on it, I will get to know, oh, these two are a good model, right? So I can use that thing, right, particular for the particular task, right? So that will give that capability to you to don't think much about it, only just to pick up a task, what all things you want to do, and just that's it. Also, if you are more concerned about the license and all those things, you can also think of multiple license are available. You can sort it by that thing and do it. Meanwhile, our project is ready, so you can see my project blue dot is already ready. Fine, so it's there. Now let's look for what all things will be there. Okay, let's close this thing. Okay, so you can see this is the under a blue dot my project is available. Okay, so we'll start with the overview. I don't want the whole, let me close it. Okay, so here it is a API key for me, right? If I want to do a development out of it or something like that, I can just take this endpoint, use it. How can you use it? Here it is API documentation, understand it, read it, how can you do it, what all method you can use, what all inherent service are available. Okay, you can take a reference of that and you can do it. Now, the same thing what we were discussing previously, it is the same model catalog, but now we are thinking on the more or less a project level, okay, the or a hub level, right? We are currently thinking in a such a way. That was something just for look and feel. But let's suppose if I want to do a chat completion or a chat GPT 4.1, right? So I can click on a model. I can, after clicking on a model, I can see a multiple things of it, right? Not just like I will able to see, hey, what's the specs about it. No, we're going to see a multiple things, right? Okay, so what all model can able to do. Okay, what all version are available, in which geographic location what is available. Okay, is there have any training data set is already updated, what it is. Benchmark is a something that I really look for, right? To just get understanding how currently model is good, right? Do we need to deploy it really or no? Fine, so you can think of how currently it is working, or maybe you can compare with the other model as well. You have a doubt, right? Hey, I want to use this as well and that as well. So how it is, let's suppose I want to look for the retrieval. Okay, so I will see whoever great retrieval. So this have a great retrieval. This GPT 3.5 Turbo is also have a great retrieval. Not really, but yeah, the cost is little bit low. The index is also on the basis of it is low. For it, it's the large 2411 have a great index is also on the cost front, right? So you can pick up where you are, what model you are going to use, right? So you can understand that thing as well. Let's go one step back. Okay. This is something metrics you can look for and you can understand it. If you want to bring your own data, and you can, if you want to do a fine tuning or a rag kind of thing, you can also do that thing. Now if I already deploy this model in my project, you will able to see over here. Currently I didn't deploy it, so it will not going to give me any option. Let's suppose if I want to deploy it, what I'm going to do, and it will going to just ask me name. So I'm going to use this 4.1 blue dot deployment. Wait, this thing is okay. Fine. Resolving okay, let's just do a deploy. Fine, and see. It is giving. Let me close it and try to do it again. Okay, I just want to deploy it. Okay. Oh, fine, it's working now. Okay, so you can look for a deployment in a there's a multiple deployment time. One is a global provision throughput, and particular data zone provided throughput as well. Let's go with the global one. Okay, if you want to customize here anything, right? If you want to pick up any particular data source, you can pick up there. If there is a multiple and you think, hey, there is a multiple, but I want to pick up only this one, so you can do it. Now the token per minute rate, it's only on your appetite, right? If it is something that you are okay with the, if many tokens will going to be used, right? It is related to the multiple, how multiple token you can use per time, right? So let's suppose I just want to use a 29k, or let's take it example of a 20k. Okay, just want to use not more than 20k. So with that I can deploy it. Okay, so what it will going to do, it will deploy that thing in our environment. Okay, and you just going to get a target key, okay, and the key as well. Okay, so via which you just able to manage the things over here. Also, as I mentioned, if you are something, if you want to get starting with the coding as well, you can here it is, a coding is also available, right? Not just like you can use in a Python, you can use in a multiple language, Rest, Java, right? JavaScript, Python. Let's suppose I want to use a C sharp. Okay, C sharp. Particular what SDK is available? OpenAI SDK is available, or AI inference is there. Let's take AI inference. What authentication you want to do? You want to use a key authentication or Android? I want to go with the Android ID. Okay, so you can add those parameter and start coding out of it. Fine. Now once it is done, what you can do, you can also play around it, right? So there's a playground is available. Okay, in a playground, what you can do, you can understand that thing, and you can think, okay, how it will going to look like, what will be the system prompt, what will be the, what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's suppose currently it generally, and you can also think of if there is a multiple deployment you have done for a specific version, right? So you can see the version as well. Okay, so generally they are going to tell you instruction, right? So the instruction will be, you are a AI assistant that help people find information. Okay, now if I'm going to ask him, right, who you, okay, so currently it will going to give me a very generic answer. Okay, this is this one, but that helps 5-year child to understand. Fine. Let's apply. Let's clean it. Okay. I'm also adding you are going to reply no most money. Okay, let's update it. We already seen the uh, who are your reply previously, right? Let's see now what he's going to reply to. Thank you. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, you can see the what was the previous response and now what it is going to give us, right? So similar, you can tell us, you can tell them who he, how what all things that he needs to take consideration now, right? So that's what it can do, right? If you want to just create a prompt out of it, right? Whatever user is adding, let's suppose I added only who are you. On top of that, if you want to just make it a more simpler, make it a more descriptive, just give the great answer, right? Not just like it can just hallucinate about it, right? If AI does not on something, or AI not able to find the information about it, it start predicting those things and making that thing, hey, it might be something like that, it should be something like that, and it some hallucinate something, right? So for stopping that thing, you can add those things, and maybe you can give a prompt as well. Fine. Also, you can add a section. Let's suppose you can do a safety one as well. Like you just want, hey, I don't want to avoid a jailbreaking manipulation. You can add those things as well. You want to do a copyright or influence, so you can also go for that thing. If you want to just avoid a harmful content, anything like that, you can just enable it, and that's it. So that's where I told you can do a security as well. You can also do a think about all the practice industry practices available. You can get doing those things as well. Now if you want to do with your um, if you are doing specifically about the, if you want to go with your own data, right, you can upload your data on top of the table. It will going to generate indexes as well, right? So that's that. After that, now in a particular response, how much token you would like to use, or how you are, how much you are easy to just take a experiment about it, right? How much temperature would be there, and so it's something how response you would like to know, right? And on top of that, you're going to update this parameter, right? So something like that will be there. Now let's suppose it's done. Now if you want to evaluate, you can evaluate in a both the way, automated evaluation, also you can do it in a manual one as well. Okay, so once it is done, you can go for it. Now for just, I'm just discarding that thing. Okay, so we look for the overview. Overview, it's not something about, it's just a place where you can find your all the things in regards of the hub is available. Okay, so that's there. After that, the model catalog, multiple model are available, plethora of model are available. You just need to pick up a model, deploy it, and use it. If you want to use it in a code base, you can use it in a code base. If you want to use it through the playground, you can use it in a playground as well. Okay, so you can see there's a multiple playground, not just about the one chat, open AI chat one as well. No, there is a multiple. Speech playground is available, audio playground is available, right? Let's suppose I want to use agent playground. Okay, so it will get started with that thing. I'm going to use the AI service, right? What I already deployed, right? Basically, once we start with the yeah, once we start with the creating of project or a hub, it will automatically create for us, right? So you can look here, right? Let's suppose I want to use a llama. Okay, let's confirm it. Okay, so here the same deployment will be there. Okay, so I want to use this and then deploy. Fine. I want to customize if something you would like to customize or something like that. Okay, if you want, you can customize it. Okay, let's deploy. So similar here, it will be going to be deployed. Right. So now we've done a two deployment. Okay. So one will be the first that we use open AI one, and this is something Llama one. Okay, so let's wait for that to be done. If till then, if anybody have any question or doubt, feel free to ask. Okay, okay, fine. Something is going wrong. No, let's not go there. Cool. But this is something crux that I would like to share with you. Okay, so Playground is nothing but if you want to just use the current model and just deploy it somewhere, and you want to try it out, you can try it out as the word say Playground. Okay, now if you want to infuse something the different services, right? Speech, language, vision, whatever it is, or content security or safety, you can add those things, right? You just need to add those things automatically. Those things will, let's suppose you want to go with the content security. Okay, so multiple services will be available and you can use on top of that. Let's suppose you want to use a, prompt shield or any other service, right? You can click on it and you can try it out as well. So that's more or less on the project side. Now if you want to build it, right, so agents will be there. Okay, whatever, let's suppose you want to go with the ChatGPT 4.0, confirm it's same, the deployment will be there. See, so you can use this thing as a agent, right? I guess agent is ready. Yeah, agent is already created successfully. Now this is my agent. Okay, now if I want to give the knowledge to that agent, I can give that knowledge. Okay, sorry, here it is a knowledge one, here it is a description. If I want to give the description or something like what action should be performed, what action should not be the performed, all those things I can do it over here. Now on top of that, if you want to create a threading as well, you can create that thing as well over here. Fine. uh, Now, let's suppose you want to start with the template, or you want to go with the coding approach, right? So here it is a template. Whatever we seen previously, it is a similar what seen. So you can do it in GitHub, get start with, and or else if you want to use a code space kind of thing, right? So it's something a code space only that giving you capability to host a remote VS Code for you. Okay, so you can pick up a particular compute over here. Okay, so let's suppose I want to use basically whatever you going are able to see over it will be not available in the Azure portal, right? This is a particular spatial purpose compute, right? CPU or a GPU. You can also pick up a CPU or GPU over here. Okay, so that's where the thing is there. Let me pick up. Okay, okay, fine. The multiple things are available. On top of cost, you can think of, right, what model, what basically VM should I use. Okay, so this is a compute I want to use. So I can create a compute, it will going to create a compute for me. Now if I would like to use it that VS Code container, I can use it in a VS Code container as well. If I want to do it in my local VS Code, the whatever it is available at my local place or machine, I can use that thing as well. Fine. Now if you want to use a fine tuning, right, you can do a fine tuning as well. You can pick up a current model, work on it, make it a good, make it as per your need, and you can use it. Right, I guess we are ahead of time, but let me quickly go through the all the things. Okay, so yeah, now content understanding in that part, maybe you can, if you want to do a rag, that's a retrieval augmented generation, so you can do that thing as well. If you are a particular use case and you want to work on that use case, here is a something, a place you are available, you can look for it, understand it, how it is able to use it, and what all things will be there. Fine. Now prompt flow is something, the series of flow or a chain of a flow that you're going to use, right, to create a particular conversation right? So you can use take it from gallery as well available, or maybe you can create your own as well, right? uh, yeah. Now you can also do a tracing as well, right? So whatever your model is doing, okay, you also need to understand what it is doing behind the scenes, right? So let's suppose if your model is working, you can see in a behind the scenes what all tool is calling, whatever function is running, whatever things are there. Let's suppose it's just for an example, weather, right? Weather prediction one, or tells a weather, right? You can say, hey, what's the weather in Vadodara, right? It will going to go to the chat GPT or a chat GPT 4.0, and it will going to just do a post call, and after that it will going to get answer and something like that. You will able to also see those things as well. Now evaluation is already seen the machine one as well and the manual one as well, right? You can do in the both the way. So you can do it particularly particular on the model, particular on a deployment, you can be able to do that thing. Now safety and security, okay, safety and security both the way. You can see how my data is broader across or spread across to the multiple place, okay. uh, what all access my model have, okay, or what all things has been already indexed, okay. So you can do that thing, understand that thing, and as much as appetite you have, you can go for it and do the things, okay. So you can see currently two model is already deployed for me, so it's available. Let's suppose if I want to use it, same, it will going to give me the particular same page, right, where we previously started with particular model. If you want to particular language, if you want to use, you can use it that thing. If you want to just use the end points as well, you can fetch it endpoint as well from here, okay, as well. So that will, let's suppose what all endpoint service endpoints will be available. So this many services already being created. Once you create a project, automatically this will going to be automatically get created, okay. Let's suppose you think, hey, now if I want to delete it, right, you can delete it from here as well, or if you go to the Azure portal, portal.azure.com, you can do it as well. Let's delete this will, because I don't want any behind the scenes cost that I didn't intended to use that thing, and why should we pay for it, right? So let's delete it up until fine. Now there is the data is available, right? If you want to make it generate index out of it, you can upload a data, indexes will be generated, and those will be the cloud based approach, okay. Now if I don't want to manage everything, the whatever underlying infrastructure is there, I just want to use a serverless approach, right? So Azure function is there, Azure web app is there, whatever the end things will be there, it will be able to it will be available over here, right? You can take a look into it and you can use it. Now whatever things were there, you can see it is a AI foundry, after that your project, after that your place. But this is just for your project as well. If you want to do it for the all the things, right, you can do it over here. How you can do it, here it is. So this is your management center, right? It is particular for your project. So for your project, it is a management center. You can look for all the things, right? Whatever all the things are available, and you can, this is just for your project. If I go over here, it will be talk about all the things. Let's suppose if I have a multiple two or three one, right, you can see this is my project and this is my hub, right? So as I mentioned, one hub is only able to one project is only able to connect to the one hub. No multiple hub will be available for one single project. Fine. Now there will be a quota as well. Quota is, you can think of in the VM, in the Azure side, quota was available for us, right? The particular VM quota, same quota will be available. But the main thing will be the SKU will be different. In the VM, in that one we see BD or something, those series B2MS, B2MS, B4MS, right? Those kind of thing. But these are the some special CPU GPU created for the AI intended services, right? So you can think this name, maybe you didn't heard about that thing, or you are seeing this first time, right? So that's where these are the more compute enhanced one with the AI capabilities. All the whatever AI things are available wants for the that model to be run, or a baseline AI to be run. All those things are predefined installed, right? You don't want to right bother about those things. Similar what for the other open AI service as well, right? The classic service as well, right? You can think for a same, right? So whatever subscription you were available, on top of that you can see those things on metrics as well, right? Whatever available quota is, and if you can also request for a same, right? So for let's suppose AI quota want to request something, right? So I can go fill out a form, and the request will be there. Okay, so this is that. Now, yeah, you can see my VM is already provisioned. So let's see that thing as well in some time. Okay, so this is for a project one. Now, sorry, this is for a hub one. So in a hub one, I can see what multiple user have access, right? What all things are there? What all the project are there? When I created all those things, do I need to delete? How it is, right? What all user are available, right? If I want to share it with some other user, I want to collaborate with other, maybe some other person are available, right? So what all things will be there, so I can take a reference from there. I can use it, right? And you can also see what person have access, right? If you want to give access to somebody else, you can give the access to somebody else as well. Fine. Now we already deleted the model that we deployed, right? But if you want to again create it, you can create. If you want to fine tune it on top of the base model, if you want to fine tune it, you can fine tune it. You can do it a rag as well on top of that thing, or you want to make it that your model is up, right? Make it for a particular use case based thing. So you can do that thing as well. Fine. Now the whatever connector resources, so you can think of the connector resources will be something that we created on creation of AI service in creation of for project, right? Or sorry, or a hub. Okay, so Azure OpenAI services, well, Blob is there, other things is there, right? So you can see what all things are available, and all those things. So maybe these are the services. You can look for a key as well. If you want to use, you can use it as well. This will be the API one. Okay, the target URL, you can take it that target URL, and you can use the authentication method as a API key. This for the SaaS, right? So SaaS will be there. You can take it from a SaaS token and you can use it. Okay, compute one is there, right? So maybe my VM might be going to list down over it. Yeah, you can see VM is there. Okay, so my currently two VM is running. Okay, if I want to use it, I can directly uh, open it and I can try to connect to it. Okay, yes, yeah, this is my public IP is available. This is on a Linux. Fine. So this is giving you pretty much good thing, right? You can look for those things, you can understand those things. Hey, how can I connect, how can I do the things? Okay, if you think, hey, I am not using it, let's delete it, here it is, delete. Or maybe if you want to do a schedule or idle shutdown, you can do those things as well. Now whatever things we seen, that was for the hub level, right? So this was the management. It is management on a very top level, whatever it is available. How many hub, how many project, whatever it is, all those things will be listed out here. Now we gone into one step further down, the hub. Now we look for a particular hub is well. Let's suppose if I have a four hubs, so there will be the four option for me. So we understood the hub one as well. Okay, you can see if currently only the one is available. If maybe a many, there will be a many in a drop down. Same with the project, right? So you can do a same with the project. Whatever you can do it on a hub. Let's suppose you do not want to give access on a hub. You want to give access on a particular project or a particular services. So you can do it from here or over here as well. Okay, you can see my VM is also deleted, so I'm not going to get any cost out of it. Fine. So you can add a new user as well, or you can invite a user as well. Same thing, whatever it is available at the hub level, same thing it will be available for a project as well. And connect the resources, right? Whatever resources we already deployed. Now, if you want to go to the particular project as well, this will be the project is available for us, right? So I guess this is all about the AI foundry, right? You can think of and get started with that thing, right? I'll really urge you to get started with that thing because it will not going to cost you a lot, right? If you just delete the things, right, instantly, right? What I'm doing, right? No cost will be available. Only the thing maybe with your first $200 only you can create a multiple things as well, right? So yeah, many things will be there. So yes, that's it from my. If anybody have any question or a doubt or something, feel free to ask. Any question? Any doubt?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for this insightful session. And thanks to all the attendees and viewers who joined us for this exciting season of Agents session. It's your time to discover, build, and shape the future together. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Thank you, sir, for the session.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye.